The motion picture Richard Roeper called The Citizen Kane of Awful was produced over several years on a budget of $6 million, and it somehow earned back 5 times that amount when it was released nationwide on January 25, 2013. This absurd comedy farce is comprised of a dozen completely separate, disconnected short films tied together with a loose and irrelevant wraparound plot that remarks on the film within a film as the one movie that can bring down society as we know it. Don't get me wrong, this picture is a true sideshow of stupidity and obnoxious material, but it thankfully isn't quite society-destroying. The 12 separate live-action shorts each have a unique director, with accomplished individuals like James Gunn, Brett Ratner, and Peter Farrelly amongst them. For reasons known but to God, a host of otherwise talented, A-list celebrities signed on to this despicable excuse for a movie, and the mammoth cast includes Kate Winslet, Hugh Jackman, Liev Schreiber, Naomi Watts, Anna Faris, Chris Pratt, J.B. Smoove, Kieran Culkin, Emma Stone, Richard Gere, Kate Bosworth, Asif Manvi, Jack McBrayer, Justin Long, Jason Sudeikis, John Hodgman, Uma Thurman, Kristen Bell, Leslie Bibb, Chloe Grace Moretz, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Patrick Warburton, Matt Walsh, Johnny Knoxville, Sean William Scott, Gerard Butler, Stephen Merchant, Halle Berry, Terrence Howard, Elizabeth Banks, and Josh Duhamel, all of whom receive a small but equal amount of screen time. The ratio of capable actors to terrible performances is truly astonishing, with every line sounding like it was phoned in. I will spare you the details of this ridiculous disaster, but the entire first segment sees Jackman with unsightly testicles hanging from his face for no reason at all, in a 7-minute sketch that is about 8 minutes too long. Another central joke involves around a prop medicine called Poop Viagra, which is precisely when audiences realize they're in for a particularly crappy time. Pun intended. Indeed, the entire 94-minute experience is a never-ending string of painfully unfunny sketches that all overstay their welcome. The fact that actual Oscar-winning actresses were employed in this pile of garbage simply adds insult to injury.
You look like you bathed in a dumpster behind the abortion clinic.
You look like the kid who got cancer for Christmas.
You look like the slutty one on the Golden Girls.
Dorothy.
Blanche.
You take that back! You son of a bitch! You take it back! Take that back!
I want to taste you. I want to lick you till you weep. How's your acid reflux?
How's your HPV?
It's your HPV, Veronica. I'm just carrying it.
Let's not have another chicken or the egg debate, Neil.
No. Let's. Chicken.
Egg.
Chicken.
Egg.
Chicken.
Egg.
Chicken.
Egg.
Chicken.
Egg.
Chicken.
Egg.
The R-rated movie is often vulgar, racist, sexist, and embarrassingly immature, seemingly written by a 10-year-old boy who just discovered 4chan for the first time. Technically speaking, the movie is put together like a used Ford Pinto, barely functional, but it gets the job done. To pad its already drawn-out runtime, the film's credits begin rolling with 17 full minutes left on the clock, only to cut away to another unnecessary sketch just when you thought it was over and couldn't get any worse. There's never any interesting ideas or resolution, just a collection of immature bullshit that attempts to suggest famous people are funny just by virtue of their appearance in such a stupid script. I fear for those people who genuinely enjoyed this picture, as their intelligence and sense of humor can only be classified as a mental imbalance. This is an irredeemable waste of time that is as repugnant as it is pointless. Movie 43, Celebrities Wasted in Shameful Atrocity. That was my scathing review, now let's read 6 of yours. Movie 43 in the Rate-O-Matic, a double one. Well, atrocious seemed to be the word of the day, with many of you calling this picture bad, tasteless, pathetic, dim-witted, and wasteful. You ranked it a garbage. I completely agree, this picture is truly dreadful in every respect, and given the people involved, especially painful to watch. I thought it was garbage too.